It's just a movement object. Well, it's supposed to be that we have this Dashkin movement object here, and we create it. Seek out other moving objects. Well, you'd have to have memory to know what a moving object is, right? There's no... You can't seek out a moving object unless we have a memory of something that's there in the world, and we don't have memory. I mean, is what we need to do make a new blueprint class? And we need to pick like the movement object. Yeah, Dashkin fatsack movement is what we need. And this is going to be like fatsack crappy AI. So got a fatsack proxy, we should be able to... We can't pick the movement object because this needs to parent class as Dashkin fatsack movement, which is a U Dashkin movement object, which totally should be what this thing is. So why the hell can't I pick it? Like the parent class is that thing. So why in the fuck can I not select this thing here? I want to drag it in there. Well, I'll have to Google it real quick. Avoid falling down edges. To try some basic stuff. Assign my blueprint class to my new property. Well, this is just stupid. Like, I should be able to assign this. This piece of crap right here has the parent class, Dashkin fatsack movement. It's got the right thing. It's a movement object. But I can't assign it to my fucking movement controller because of some reason. Like, why in the hell not? It should be like, set it. Set the damn thing in there. Like, why should I have to... This is bullshit. I should be able to do this. Why the hell can't I? Edit anywhere. We should just be able to set anything in here. Supposedly it's like T subclass of Dashkin move an object. Which is just ridiculous. Like, why the hell do we have to throw this in here? Because what I want to do is, like, I've made... Alright, now this is angry at me. Cannot convert from T subclass of to Dashkin move an object. Is that what I need? I want a freaking pointer to just... God damn it, this is ridiculous. So what the hell is T subclass of anyway? And why the hell can't I return this thing? Like, is there a method or something? Is it just address a movement controller or what? Like, I just want to get the frickin' pointer to this thing. These macros are not always helpful. I mean, I don't want to dereference this if it's a null pointer, but I don't even know if that's what it does. These little things are just what piss me off, is when it's like, well, why didn't my stuff show up in the editor? It'd be like, well, because you didn't do T subclass up. You'd be like, well, isn't that the default, that you'd be able to use a subclass of something that you created in an asset? When you said, like, just give me a, you can put a movement controller in here. It's like, okay, cool. And it's like, oh, well, you can't put that movement controller in there. So now it's a thing there like that. So I can do fat sack movement. I can do fat sack crappy AI even fits in there. And that's what we want. But we can't drag an asset in there now, and now it's a drop down. Ugh. It's kind of, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Alright, so, alright, this is, I think this works. And we're totally gonna just hack this in here. Basically gonna say if our entity proxy our entity actor is gonna get this thing, which should have our entity proxy on it. Entity actor. Proxy get movement data. We need to actually get the movement controller off of it. Alright, so return the movement object. We do need to at least initialize this to null at the beginning. Get movement controller. Alright, so set parent for the movement controller component. So let's see. So basically we're going to say if the M movement is equal to null pointer, then we're going to make the biped movement one, which is the player controlled stuff. Do we not set this to null pointer? No, totally should. And we need to actually create another thing. Need to make a fatsack player entity proxy. Basically, we're ignoring the movement controller, the virtual controller stuff, because we do not have the AI, we don't have brains yet for these things. So I can't put like all this stuff in the right place. Not yet, at least. Not yet. So let's boot it up. Let's create the. We need to create the player, because we just created fatsack, and basically we actually just started enforcing the rules that if you have a movement controller, that we're going to use it. So I could either just use the biped movement controller, which is probably what I should do. I should probably just make a I need to copy this entity proxy, and this should be fatsack biped. That's what I'm talking about, this source control stuff that just freaks out all over the place. And we're just going to call this the biped movement CC for that one. And that should make it so when we spawn in as our player proxy, which, there's our camera. There it is. We need to, our player proxy is the standard player proxy. If we go to gameplay into standard player, it's not fatsack proxy, it's fatsack biped. So when we play, it should be exactly what we had. And if we go over to fatsack here and we do this fatsack proxy, the normal one, didn't do anything, did it? Fatsack proxy doesn't have anything on it, so we can't make it? Well, it's got all the stuff on it, but we actually need to make it so it spawns another entity or whatever when it boots up. This sucks. Or at least it grates on you after a while. Alright. So our gameplay proxy, our standard player, when we drag him in, he's got like, you know, a scene component and some other crap on it. So we need to look at the player proxy. Real quick. Oh, we want entity proxy data. And the entity proxy actor is the thing that... Well, not exactly. What the hell is the difference here? So what's the player proxy data actually got on it? It really doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. The player proxy actor has like a scene component, a key mapping, camera component. The entity proxy actor doesn't do anything, so it's just blah, nothing. Whereas his player proxy actor has all these things, and then on like begin play spawns the actor that it's following. So we actually, in order to get these guys running around, we're going to have to upgrade the entity proxy so that it can actually do stuff. We need to upgrade the entity proxy actor so that it's actually implemented properly. So we'll have to go ahead and do that. So we need a scene component, which will give us a location. Do we need a scene component access? Are we doing anything with this? No. And we're basically going to destroy ourselves after we begin playing. But we do need to spawn the new actor. So basically it's get entity, and we're going to call this Dashkin entity utils. Effector pause is going to be the position that we actually throw this thing in. And we'll need to update the editor later so that these proxy actors basically have a little icon, at least have like a little sprite of the actor they're going to spawn in. So we're trying to get, yeah, basically we're passing in ourselves as the entity proxy here. And how do we actually destroy something in Unreal 4? It's like destroy my actor in Unreal 4. The typical approach to deleting an actor is simply to call destroy and forget about it. It should stop taking a GC to do the rest. Okay, so we just call destroy. This crap. So just include our Dashkin entity utils.h, so we should be able to do things, and we're just setting it to position here. So there's nothing nuts going on with this. Wait. This was an entity proxy, not an entity proxy actor. So the entity proxy actor needs the actual entity proxy, so we're passing it not this, but entity proxy. That makes sense. We're not actually spawning in entity proxy actors anywhere else, just entity proxies. So this is we're gonna create like a little thing in the world, but it's not gonna have any graphical representation of the thing, which is kind of bleh. It'd be nice to go grab something on there. Let's see. So if we drag one of these things on here now, basically we should create a little object. Crap, it's right here. It's got a location and everything, so you can at least put it somewhere. And all that. So I guess if we spawn this in, I'm going to put a little breakpoint here on begin play. So hit the play button over here. Begin play does get called. Our entity proxy is a fat sack proxy, so we should have made a fat sack over here. And there he is. He is actually there. Why are we getting stuck? Oh yeah, because we're going to be making the dynamic objects. And we're getting stuck inside of this guy. But we can land on top of him though. So we can land on top of our fellow fat sacks. And then we fall inside of him properly as well, which is good. And then we can crash. So let's see, why are we crashing here? The sprite was null on a keyframe. Frame 101. Our book is completely invalid. Okay, well, let's just throw a breakpoint on this and refresh it. I did change this method to like go grab stuff, so I'm not incredibly surprised that we introduced some issues. Because we did just write this crappy code. So let's see what it's got. So we hit the B button. We're basically can play animation, air rising, which is going in here. The animation wrapper is just total shit. So why is that? Probably because our fetch, we wrote that like smart fetch thing that's gonna find the pointer to the animation wrapper that we want to play based on our speed, and it should be finding something that exists, and if it doesn't exist, it should be returning just false immediately, and obviously we haven't checked this. Failed there. And we're not getting the full call stack because the compiler has removed stuff that we would normally have. So get animation for asset type. So what do we get for our set? Probably like Phantom Num is that. Basically we're gonna return. Okay, yeah, okay. This is why we're returning garbage, because we're returning the address of basically temporary garbage bullshit. Because our animations, this anims is an animation wrapper thing there. It's a temporary variable. 36 hours and counting and 2 hours of sleep. Yeah, that's too much, man. Go go to sleep. Do something else. Wow. Well, thanks for sticking around. Hopefully, when you wake up, we'll have some fat sacks roaming around, so you can go watch it when we get it done. But thanks for sticking around, Kerkin, and have a good sleep. Yeah, like, get animation for type. The issue is we're returning these things. Our animation wrapper is something we should ever be copying. I mean, we shouldn't really be copying that much if we can help it. So we should probably be passing in like T-rays of animation wrapper pointers and then just doing it that way. Because these other things aren't going to go out of scope. Yeah, so we should change all these methods to T-array pointer things. So Dashkin entity data.h is what we need. So let's fix it, shall we? So this one should be fine, this one should be fine, and really all we're doing is get animations on these things. Yeah, it's just for every animation in here, just trans.animations. We're appending Yeah, we're gonna have to actually go through for every one of these in animations. We're gonna have to do anims.add, and we're gonna have to add the address of anim. Same thing for sub animations. And then we'll have to do the same thing here. These are animation wrapper references. Anims.add, yeah, address of anim. And we'll regenerate all that. Whoops, I edited the wrong file. Or did I? No, yeah, I definitely edited the wrong file. Ah. That should be it. Alright, that should be good. So, we now need to go change our movement object stuff. And we're not going to be taking... Yeah, it's going to be this anims pointer to this. And we pass in the anims. Anims num equals 0. Basically, it's going to be can play animation. We're going to dereference that pointer. Alright, and our anims are going to be right here again. And we're going to return, instead of the address of it, we just return anim sub 0. And do we have anything else here? I don't think so. So I think we fixed it. But yeah, dereferencing garbage is never a good idea. Unless you want to crash, in which case it's a great plan. It is a great plan. And I see you lurking there, John. I see you lurking but saying nothing. Coming to see the exciting work stream where we do work and we don't be entertaining. Because I am not an entertaining person. Though you may be laughing at all the stupid crap that I do with C++. In which case, laugh away. I'm dying on the inside. Ever so slowly. Basically still just getting our legs in Unreal and a lot of this stuff, and I believe I'll continue to be just getting my legs in Unreal for the next 6 months while we try to get a lot of this game together. Yeah, we don't want append, we want add. And I can't edit this directly. Let's go edit it in the file. Get anims. This is Dashkin entity. Get all animations. Yeah, so we want to change these things to pointer types. So Dashkin entity.h needs to be changed. Yeah, we're doing a whole bunch of copy crap with those T arrays, which we should not have been doing. Like, whenever we're copying, whenever we're basically putting those animation wrappers in there, we're copying over the T strings or the F strings or whatever the hell they are. Yeah, the F strings and all the data over, which is not what we wanted. It's not actually very heavy. It's not a very heavy copy, but it was a copy that we do not need to do. Animation. So this is entity animation controller component. So we're having to go back and change a whole bunch of stuff and a whole bunch of unrelated classes, but it's fine. This is what we need to do. We need to fix all this crap. See, we're using F animation wrapper here properly, so that's what we should be doing. And we don't want to be copying these things because we have a pointer to the data object itself, so it's not going to go out of scope. So we should be fine. And this should be, yeah, we don't need to do a lot of these dereferencing things anymore. And this was what we were adding to our animation lookups. I think we're working with pointers with the rest of it anyway. And they're not really pointers in Unreal, they're kind of smart pointer things. It does a lot behind the scenes for you, so you don't have to worry about it. Come on, Perforce, reconcile the things. Alright, fine, you're not going to? Then I'm going to terminate your life. Excellent. So let's see, it is Saturday, isn't it? God, I keep thinking it's some other time. Cannot return from T animation wrapper to something else. Well, that's probably a good thing. Let's see, is it get animations? Whoops. Yeah, const to const. Not bad. Kind of having an exposed pointer of this type on something that we grab here. Well, guess what? The hell with being able to call that from blueprints then. Because I want an exposed struct pointer. You can kiss my ass. If we need to actually get something else there, I don't want to be copying it anyway, so it's like, we'll give you a different function in Blueprint Land if you want to get the animations. So what is this thing doing right here? Get all animations on this thing. If the animation's num equals animation components number. This is called to draw something in the editor. Anims.num, anim wrapper. Yeah, we're just grabbing the unique name off of the wrapper is what it looks like, so we're not doing anything nuts. We've been working for, what, almost 9 hours here now. So we'll probably halt sometime in the next hour. Probably get Fatsack, a little Fatsack minion AI doing something real dumb, and we'll probably call it there. Get him. Let's get him trying to jump onto the platforms above him. You know, something simple. Get all anims. Let's see. Anim pointer. If the flip doesn't flip, then you cannot flip. Yeah, more stuff in the editor that we're just messing with. Fixing all the crap. It's amazing how deep that went. Yeah, and we're not crashing anymore, which is exactly what should be happening. Not crashing. Cool. So, I'm going to take a very quick break, and I will be right back in about 90 seconds. So we'll get back to this, and basically what we need to do now is I'm gonna put together really dumb Fatsack AI. So we can use the basic movement stuff that we've got right now. That's not a problem. We also might want to make a flying fat sack AI, but I'm not going to push it. Just going to make something real quick. Real quick, real dirty, real dumb. Fat sack. Fat sack. Alright, so what do we want him to do? So we got the jump velocity, we've got the one velocity. Let's do some basic things. Let's have him enter a state. Let's have him like have a chance to enter a state to do something stupid, like let's give him an enum of actions that he's going to do, and then he's basically going to pick out of this list of actions that he's going to do, and he's going to execute that action for the next 3 seconds or something like that. Let's do it like that. So he thinks about it for, like, he can choose to just like sit there and think about his life for a little bit, and that'll be like a decision he can make. So let's grab let's make an enum for this thing. And this is going to be like a E fat sack decision. So this is going to be an FD do nothing. I'm going to have like FD try to find platform to jump to. Or yeah, let's just do FD jump. Maybe FD find platform above us. Find platform. We should also have just FD wander. FD wander in direction. So this will just be wander. So he's going to do nothing. He can jump, he can find a platform, or he can wander in a direction for a certain amount of time. Why don't we have him dig? Just FD dig. Screw it. We'll make him play his animation. FD dig. So we'll have him dig in the dirt. So what we're going to have here basically is some private vars. We're going to have this fat sack decision. We're going to have basically cur decision, and we're also going to have a timer. So we're going to have like, you know, m time left in decision. So cur decision is going to start off with do nothing. And our time left in decision is going to be 0. So we're going to need a couple functions here to actually control what this dude does. We're going to have make new decision is going to be something he does. We're going to have update do nothing, update jump, update find platform. And this is just real shitty code. We're gonna get rid of this like tomorrow. Update wander and update dig. This is just awful, horrible, shitty code. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to make good decisions. We're here to make decisions. That's why we're doing what we're doing right now. So let's just stop thinking about what we're doing and just get it freaking finished, right? That's the idea. Is Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. Let's do this. So, make new decision. Basically what we're going to do is we want to roll the dice. So, let's just get a new random number. Oh man, we could use our weighted die roll shit. I haven't used that yet. I want to use it. So, we got this weighted die roll stuff, which I put in here. And basically what you do is you create a weighted die. So you've got this die, and then you have a whole bunch of weighted die entries. So what you do is you add entries. So like you add items to this thing. So you're like die.add item, and you'll add the actual decision to it. So we can actually add each one of these decisions, and we can give it a weight. And it's the weight is a floating point, so you can add whatever weight you want. You could say like, okay, the chance for jump is higher than the chance for finding a platform or whatever. And then what you do is you do die dot roll. And so we can just say decision equals roll. And there we go. We have made our new decision for Fat Sack with our weighted die. And we're gonna give a time left in the decision. So time left in the decision, let's grab our math utils basically. And in our math utils, we've got some pretty helpful helper methods.